Hello, welcome to our Facebook Live here at Nonfiction Muse. I'm thinking back about 20 years ago. I knew a man named Don Kirby, and he became a friend of mine down in Alabama when I was working as a young man. And he first a friend and then really became a mentor to me. Don had served our country in Vietnam, and then when he came back home, he ended up going to work in a shocks and struts manufacturing plant. So he didn't have a college degree. He wasn't on track to become the CEO or the president of the company, but he told me that he always was winning awards from the company brass for how he was able to turn around low performing shifts, low performing segments of employees who weren't getting the job done. In fact, sometimes the top dogs were coming into town to kill that shift or to kill that group of employees, just to run them out the door. And he said, no, give that to me. He called them the dogs. He said, I'll take the dogs, not the people that were dogs, but the shift. He said, I always want the dog shift, the one that is getting, hit and beat and kicked out of town. He said, because there's an opportunity for advancement. Now, Don wasn't looking to become the CEO. I mean, he was just looking to do a really good job at the same factory that he was planning on working in for the rest of his career. So it wasn't that he was thinking one step ahead so he could get out of there. He was thinking one step ahead how he could make something better just to improve his own backyard, his own company, his own factory that he had no intention of leaving and had no path to corporate life for crying out loud. He was just simply trying to make things better. And the way that he consistently made things better was to take the dog shift, the shift that nobody wanted. There's an article in Adam Bryant's Q&A on leadership, the corner office. I really advise you to read those each week in the New York Times. Anyway, in this one, dated 2014, that I saved for my shelf, from Sheila Talton, CEO of Gray Matter Analytics. She was asked, what advice do you give to graduating college students? One of the things I say to them is, quote, find the voids and fill them. There are no shortage of things that are not getting done. In large organizations and small ones, there are always voids. Go fill them. Now, that's a great word for writers and authors. In your day job, you might be tasked with keeping up with all the keywords and all the trends and all the things that everybody's talking about. Hey, listen, I'm not fighting a battle against that. I know you got to do that. I'm not even making fun of that. I know that's important. It drives eyeballs. They tap into things, and nothing wrong with that. But how about the sheer content? Is there not a way to do both and? Can we not together just say, hey, I'm going to take care of my own backyard and give myself permission to write about things I'm really interested in and fulfill the job? Get the CEO, the SEO in there, look at the keywords and figure out how to optimize those things for the eyeballs and the traffic. But at the end of the day, sometimes you might just need to push, or you might just have to do this in your off time, in your off hour writing. Just push against the mass and find out where the void is. Don took the dogs because he said, hey, there's nowhere to go but up. He said, don't ever give me the shift that's flying high. He said, because I'm probably not even good enough to take that one. It would just go down. But give me the ones that nobody wants. So take the voids, find those topics that nobody's writing about, or they're underwritten about. They're hard to write about. It's difficult to write about them. Take those ones. Get the sources, lay in the good amount of time to pull it all together. If it's a book, if it's an article, long form, whatever the case might be, an infographic, do that kind of work, and the world will take notice. I promise you. Now, if they're looking for Kim Kardashian and cute cat videos, they might not find your article. That's true, but there's a whole lot of people in the world that are looking for new things that have not been talked about. So go write those ones and do good work. Thanks for listening.